So, I know you all know that I'm a teacher, and if you don't, now you do. But during the summer, I have another job. It's a contractor style job. I'm not going to go into great specifics, but it involves mixing liquids and putting them onto surfaces. Okay? And these liquids come in a variety of colors. And sometimes they have extra material mixed into them to add different textures and patterns and things like that. So, as you can imagine, when doing a job that involves mixing liquids and putting them on surfaces, it can get potentially kind of messy. And in getting potentially kind of messy, the clothes that I wear may potentially get kind of messy. However, the particular liquids that I'm working with go on floors, concrete floors, to be more specific, not on walls, not on ceilings. So, that lays the background. This summer, one of the gentlemen that I work at this job with was informed / had a request from the boss that the clothes he wear be presentable, not having splatter all over them, not having holes in them, things like that. Perfectly fine request. But this gentleman's response was, when have you ever seen a painter or contractor that doesn't have material on their clothes, whether it be drywall mud or paint or sawdust, whatever it may be? And some of those things I can understand. Drywall mud especially, because you're working at or above the level of your head and arms and shoulders and whatnot. Okay, so that one makes sense. Sawdust is a very fine particulate that flies through the air and lands wherever it wants to, much like regular dust. But the material we're putting down, epoxy, on concrete floors, should stay relatively low to the ground, thus not getting on your shirt, maybe some on your pants if you're wearing long pants. Most of us wear shorts. So his response really didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. There's no reason your clothes should be getting messy anyway. But then he proceeds to say, I am more likely to trust a painter or contractor that walks in with something on their clothes rather than not. And to that, I say the opposite. I am much more inclined to trust a painter or contractor that can keep themselves clean and tidy, because that means that they're keeping the space that I'm having them work in clean and tidy. Not what he was assuming, that if they're messy, that means they've got stuff on them, it means they're experienced, it means they've worked hard. No, that's not the case. Not the case at all. I would much rather anybody that's coming into my home to do a job, or my place of work to do a job, I would much rather them be well put together and well kept and presentable, because that just means that if they're that willing to take care of themselves, they're probably that much more likely to take care of my space as well. So if you are a person that is in that type of work, I would encourage you, keep yourself tidy and make yourself presentable. Talk to you tomorrow.